What's up YouTube, FearxBlaze here, bringing you guys another episode of the show SMP. This is episode 50, guys. We're halfway to 100. It is amazing. We finally made it, and it feels great, honestly. It just honestly feels amazing. But I want to remind you guys, if you guys do enjoy this episode of the show SMP, be sure to drop a like down below, because this is the Q&A episode, and be answering you guys' questions. I did get 90 comments on the video where I asked for questions, so yeah, this is gonna be crazy. So, gameplay in the background, I think it was just me running around spawn, doing crazy things. I think I got, like, some food or something, then went to spawn and, like, killed people. I don't know, it's something stupid. But, anyway, that's just, like, background play. This is mainly about the commentary. So, I mean, if you guys want to, like, look away or, you know, browse some Twitter spheres or something while I talk, whatever. But, first, before I get into real questions, I want to talk about some frequently asked questions that weren't asked, but that are always asked, not, like, in random videos. Okay, so the number one most asked question has got to be, can I join the Shell SMP? And to answer that, simple, no. Because the Shell is a server where close friends are invited, and it's pretty much we're such a close group, all of us in the Shell, and it's crazy how close we are. And that's how we want to keep it. So if we were to ever add anybody to the Shell, it'd be somebody that everybody agreed on. So pretty much it's a no if you were interested in joining the Shell, because it's really, really hard to get in, and that's just the truth about it. So hopefully it doesn't, you know, hurt anyone's feelings. But that's honestly the truth, and I like it that way. And yeah, the next question that's frequently asked is, can I use, where's your resource pack? Or where do I download your resource pack? And I guess the only way to answer that would to be, if you guys go to YouTube and type in FearxBlaze 2K montage, and you go to my 2,000 subscriber montage, you'll see, I think Slaps made it for me, it's really cool. But if you guys go to that and look in the description, it will have my default edit resource pack there. Boom, because I know you guys always ask for that, and it's right there. So if you guys want it, bam, slap that up, go download that, and there's the resource pack. So now let me actually open up the page and look through the questions I got. So I won't be answering all of them if they're like too personal or I just don't want to answer them, but I'll answer a majority of them. So, and I'm also not going to mention names because I want to get through this, because the first time I did this, it took me 30 minutes, and the second time took me 14, but I muted my mic halfway through it because my mom walked in, and I got scared, so I, like, muted everything and, like, stood on my keyboard, and I guess I forgot to unmute when I was going to continue, so, yeah! Anyway, question number 1, Puffy's Mutter, yes. What texture pack do you like? Default, Faithful, what? Okay, so, I used to love Faithful. Faithful used to be used in all of my videos, and then I switched into Default, and I've been really hooked on Default, but I really want to go back to Faithful in all honesty, because after watching like my old UHC highlights where my bow was on point, and watching my old SGs where I was just like proud of my PvP, I realized I used Faithful, and I'm like, I really want to go back to that. You know, maybe I can bring back the old days where I used to actually be able to PvP strongly and, you know, actually be proud of my PvP. Now I'm kind of like dying off with it. I feel like it may be Default, so I'm going to try going back to Faithful, although Default is in my heart right now, but expect to see a lot more Faithful as of recent. Well, in the near future, rather. So, will you be starting another UHC soon? Next one was kind of disappointing. I assume you're talking about Spoon, and of course Spoon's going to come up eventually. Of course, you never know when it's going to happen, but Spoon will come up, yeah. I love Spoon, and me and Slaps are now the official organizers of it, so we'll get around to that. And last one is disappointing. I personally thought last season was amazing. I thought I did really well on that. I think my team got like a total of 10 kills, the Badger and Nerdgasm, and I felt like we had a really good season, but you know, apparently it didn't satisfy you. No, but honestly, I thought I had a really good season. We did really well as a team, so I don't know, maybe you thought otherwise, but I thought I did well. I don't know, but that's that. And next question is favorite flavor ice cream. Okay, so I'm not really an ice cream extraordinaire where I try these like weird different flavors, but I will tell you I like soft ice cream better than hard ice cream. If you guys don't know the difference, soft ice cream is like the whippy one, and the hard ice cream is like the one you get at Walmart in like the little tubs. I prefer soft ice cream, and I guess just straight up vanilla, because this way you can, you know, have a variety of toppings on it or whatever you want, so it's kind of cool. Okay, next question is, if you're trapped on the moon with a spaceship with no fuel, who from the Shell would you bring, and what would you use to fuel the ship? Well, I bring Puffy, because he's got, like, the astronaut fishbowl thing on his head, so, you know, he's one step closer to the astronaut outer spacey theme. And what would I use to fuel the spaceship? Ooh, probably Puffy Sears. Alright, next, will you ever give up on the Cowboys or Mets? You guys know, Cowboys are my favorite football team, Mets are my favorite baseball team. They both suck and let me down every single year, but I will never give up on them. I'm a diehard Mets and Cowboys fan, and never give up on your team, guys. As bad as they are, stick with them or else you'll look like a bandwagon, and if you truly do like the team, you will stick with it, and it won't be a big problem. So, I'm staying with the Mets and Cowboys forever, Skip, so, yeah, suck on that one. But Mets and Cowboys for life, never giving up. Next question is, what's a funny thing that happened at school recently? Okay, so, I wouldn't really say funny, but it's just something that comes to mind right away. So, in my, my marketing class, there are like 7 kids in the class, there's like nobody there, but for like 3rd day of school, we get to use Microsoft Word, and everybody used Microsoft Word before. I don't care, you could be 7, you could be 24, you've used Microsoft Word before in your life. And 75% of the class did not know what Microsoft Word was, how to use it, or anything about it. And I found that hilarious. I don't know why, but I just found that hilarious. I got such a good laugh out of that. I was like, you guys are stupid. Don't know how to use Microsoft Word. That was pretty funny. Next one, what's your opinion on Redhead's Infinite Sky Games? Next question, who ever inspired you to do YouTube? This one kind of blends in with the next question. Okay, so next question is, why did you choose to do YouTube? And I chose to do YouTube because I used to play PvP minigames and stuff regardless. So I thought, why not just click the record button and upload it after? It's not going to kill me, and it's something simple that I could just kind of do. So it's not going to hurt. Why not just do it? And so I guess nobody really inspired me. I kind of just wanted to do YouTube because I thought, you know, hey, just click record. If people like me, they'll like me, and I'll do YouTube more, and people will enjoy it. And if not, I'll just still do it for fun. But I guess who inspired me to do the games I play? I'd have to say Bayesian Canadian if I had to choose somebody, because he inspired me with like the Hunger Games series and stuff like that. But I have not watched him since November of 2012, and I started my channel in May of 2013. But he got me into wanting to play SG, which was on the fridge back then, like in March or whatever. So I guess Bayesian Canadian, if I had to choose. What recording software do you recommend for a laptop that averages 70 frames? I don't know about the frames, because my computer averages like 300, 200-ish, or whatever. So I would just say DxStory for recording, and probably Sony Vegas for editing, but that's just what I use, so I know nothing else, so I really can't help you, but those are 2 I suggest, because I use them, but I don't know. Okay, next question. If you had to choose to live by yourself on an island, or live with the person that you hate the most on a villa, which would you choose, and why? Huh. This is interesting, because I really don't hate anybody. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you guys and be one of those people that's like, oh yeah, I don't hate anybody. I believe in love and of course, okay, I don't hate anybody, but I do dislike some people more than others. I'm not gonna obviously bring out names or anything, but I'm just gonna say, I'm not gonna lie to you guys and be one of those people that's like, I don't hate anybody. Everybody, no, hate's a strong word actually. I don't hate anybody, but I do dislike some people more than others, but I'm not gonna lie to you guys and be like, oh, I love everybody equally because love and stuff, Merca, yeah. No. Everybody dislikes some people. That's lies. So, I do dislike some people, but I wouldn't say I hate anybody. But about that, I'd probably live with somebody that I quote-unquote hate in a villa, because, I don't know, I feel like it'd get lonely alone, you know, if me and them ever do have a disagreement or an argument, and I don't want to live with them anymore, you know, they may disappear, if you know what I mean. But, anyway, next question. How long have you been doing YouTube? I started May 23rd, 2013, so, in about, well, May, and then 6 months, so November 23rd would officially be a year and a half, so, yeah, so almost a year and a half. What was your first UHC like? Oh god, Spoon Season 1, didn't know how to sprint, played the caves on point, got, like, GG 10 by people that were not enchanted, but good caving session, but I didn't know how to sprint, I didn't know what I was doing, dude, it was crazy. Anyway, what's your favorite series? I love highlights, I love Spoon UHC, that's gotta be my favorite, I love Spoon. By far. Are you ever going to quit YouTube, and when will you? Well, I mean, if you want me to quit, no. I don't plan on quitting. I have no intention on quitting, but I don't really know. Maybe, yeah, I have no intention on quitting, even when I start college. But maybe if a break is necessary, I may take a break, but quitting's a bit too far. I don't think so. And then I have another question that says, how many subs do you think you'll have by time 2015 comes around? Well, Electro, my good friend that I actually started YouTube with, he was actually my 2nd subscriber behind Slops, but he actually predicted on my 1,000 subscriber anniversary thingy, and he said, hey, Fear, by January 1st, you will have 4,763 subscribers. So, I'm going with what Electro says, 4,763. At first, it seemed like a long shot, because I hit 1,000 in January, and that's when he commented that, but if he got that right, oh my gosh, he's a legend. I honestly don't know what to think. But if he gets that right, I'm going to be baffled. But anyway, next question is, do you love me? Maybe. Favorite food? Chicken. On a scale from 1 to 10, what is your favorite number of the alphabet? 4. Next question. If you were trapped on an island and could bring one shell member to help you survive, who'd you pick and why? Probably Slaps. I don't know. Just by Slaps' personality and the series he uploads on YouTube and just talking to him, I feel like he'd be a good survivalist. So, I don't know. Probably Slaps. It's weird. If all the shell members had Ebola and you could cure one, who would you save? None of them. Are you planning on doing a face cam? Here it is, guys. The question of every Q&A ever. Do I plan on doing a face cam? Okay, guys. Take note here. This is really important because this is actually really, really important. I have said this several times, and again, this is not in a negative way at all. I'm not saying it in a bad way. I'm just kind of like informing, because I know a lot of you guys are new ever since I did my last Q&A, but face cam is a really touchy thing. Showing your face on the internet is obviously a big leap forward, and regardless, just like I don't really see a purpose in it. But I will eventually do a face cam, but I feel like the more people ask me to do one, the more I don't want to do one, because I feel more obligated to do one. I'm like, I don't want to do one if everybody's gonna be like, Fear, do a face cam. Like, I'm that person like, yes, master, face cam. I want to do it when I'm ready for it, not when other people want me to do it. So, and long story short, the more people ask me to do a face cam, the less I want to do one. And as of right now, in total honesty with you guys, I'm in my senior year of high school. I'm more focused on academics and uploading daily than actually worrying about face cam and stuff. So, I mean, I'm worried about high school and college and like my SATs and things like that, rather than doing a face cam. And of course, YouTube still. So, I don't know. I will do one. I don't know when. Whenever I feel comfortable and whenever I get my IRL life sorted out completely, then I will. But I don't know. I have priorities. So, I don't know if that's the answer you were looking for, but that's the honest truth, and just wanted to inform you guys about that. So, next, what's your favorite game besides Minecraft and CSGO? I don't play any games besides Minecraft and CSGO. What time do you record? Usually late at night. If you watch my MCSG videos, you will see that they're usually like really late at night. Who's your favorite Shell SMP member? I can't choose. They're all my favorite. Do you do any sports, fitness activities, or martial arts? In 9th grade, I did do baseball, but I stopped because I wanted to focus on my grades more than that, and it's paid off. I have a 4.0 GPA now, and I'm happy with it, and I'm kind of glad I chose academics over some sports too, because at the time, I used to still go outside and like play like baseball and football with my friends and stuff, but ever since I moved, of course, it's been hard because it's like pure woods here. But I don't know, back then, it's not like, I don't know, it was fine back then, but I just focused on academics more than doing a sport, because you'd have to stay like after school for an extra 3 hours, and I wasn't really feeling that. So I was like, you know what, I'll just play sports on my own time and just focus on schoolwork, and it's paid off, and I like it. But I do not do any school sports, no. Next, what's the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to you in school? Okay, embarrassing? I can't think of, but there's a funny story I can think of that wasn't embarrassing, but it made me, I don't know what type of way it made me feel. I wouldn't use the word embarrassed, but it was like, I don't know how to word it, but okay. Anyway, one time on the bus, I was sitting next to my friend, and my other friend was sitting behind me. I was a sophomore, and my friend next to me was a sophomore, and my friend behind me was a senior. And my friend next to me was sitting on the outside of the bus seat, and I was on the inside, and I wasn't feeling good that day. So I was like looking out the window, getting ready to get off the bus, and going to the school. And my friend was like super hyper. So he's taking his phone, just like snapping pictures of everybody, like giggling and stuff. And I'm just looking out the window, just like chilling. Next thing I know, I get called down to the office and I get a week of suspension. I got suspended for a week because apparently I was bullying the girl on the bus by sitting next to my friend who was taking pictures of her. So I got in-school suspension for 5 days for supposedly associating with a bully and sitting next to him on a bus. And apparently she wrote down my name on the people that were bullying her, and there's nothing I could do about it, because apparently nowadays, whenever somebody gets bullied, I know it's a serious thing, but obviously the person that's being bullied, the victim, they're going to take their side over, quote-unquote, the bully side. And if she said I was bullying her, and if I say, no, I wasn't, they're not going to be like, all right, yeah, you're clear, he said he wasn't, he's good. They're obviously going to have to take her side, because no proof from either of us, so gotta take the victim side. So I was suspended for 5 days for sitting next to my friend on the bus. That was pretty funny, but that was weird. Why did you start YouTube? Again, for the love of recording, just love of the game. UHC highlights, please. Okay, this is another thing I need to address. Highlights. Fun, love highlights, but guys, I can only play 2 UHCs a week, Saturday and Sunday. There's so many good people in the community. There's Ngal now, there's, which is a Reddit player, there's Zomchris, there's Asian Wiz, there's Fashion, there's Dwarf, there's, I don't know, there's so many good players, Golden Olive, there's so many good UHC players now in the community. and they play a lot more UHC than me, so it's hard keeping up with them. And on top of that, it's like, I wouldn't say it's even between all of us. It just depends on whoever gets like the first kill and can stack up first on gear. But that's the thing. All of us are like really decent at the game, so it's difficult trying to outplay them. So let's just say I play 2 UHCs a week. Let's say 8 a month. I'll be lucky if I win 1 UHC a month, which will be the highlights. So in an honest way, that is why I upload highlights once a month, because I physically cannot, because all I can do, maximum, 8 UHCs a month. And I do not win all of those, or I always come close, but I never win them. And I don't like uploading losing games or games where I get like 2 kills. Like, nah, they gotta be at least 5, 6 kills. Then it's like, okay, I might be able to upload it. But yeah, that's the truth about highlights. So hopefully that clears things up, because a lot of you guys were like, Fear, more highlights, Fear, more highlights. I can't do more highlights. I don't have time, because UHCs take like 2-3 hours. I can only play 2 a week, and it's hard to win. Anyway, next one is, are you planning on doing an adventure map? Nah, I'm not really an adventure map type of guy. Next one, as the owner of the show, what are some tips you could give for keeping an SMP going? To be honest, just invite people to the SMP that you're cool with, just so there's no drama, no beef, just you're all chill with each other and just flows nicely. That's about it. Where did the name FearxBlaze come from? Xbox Clan, I was FearxBlaze, Drink was Fearx Nitro, other friend was Fearx Haze, Fearx Legend, Fearx Elite. You know, we're the Fear Clan. It was pretty cool. Can you tell me a funny story? I told some stories earlier. I mean, if you want to hear those, just rewind or whatever. What color is your hair? He. I have brown hair. Do you open up your YouTube channel to your friends? I assume at school. No, I do not. That stays on the internet. I don't really feel like it'd be awkward if I told my friends like, hey, sub to me, because then they'd be like commenting on my videos and be like, all right, this is weird, never mind. Next, out of all your MC or internet friends, which one would you say you were the closest to? Ooh, fashion. I wouldn't consider Drink an internet friend because I know him IRL, so counting him out of the picture, probably fashion because I've known him for the longest. Besides that, other people I'm really, really close to, probably not in order for these next 3, but fashion is definitely first, and the next 3 are just all jumbled. Skips, Puffy, and Slaps. I'm probably next closest to. Yeah. Next. Would you rather lick a hobo's foot or a bloody wart? Well, I'm scared of homeless people. I know it's weird. I don't know if that's, like, bad or if I shouldn't have said that, but I'm scared of homeless people, and I do not want to lick a homeless person's foot, because you could probably get more diseases from that than a bloody wart, unless the person with the bloody wart has, like, AIDS or something that you can get off of it. But, I mean, if it's a clean, just a bloody wart, not, like, infected, I'd probably lick the bloody wart, only because homeless person plus, like, dirty foot that hasn't been washed in, like, months, like, ugh. Anyway, we're moving on. Oh, gee, why'd I even answer that? What the heck, dude? Why'd you ask that? Anyway, if you had to give any member of the show 1,000 of your subscribers, who would it be? If I had to choose, honestly, I'd probably choose Puffy. Puffy uploads really good videos, and he does a really nice job, and he deserves a lot more than what he gets. So, in an honest way, Puffy. Next is, if you could only live with eating one type of fruit, which one would you choose? I really like apples and grapes, so one of those two probably. I'm not sure, though. Alright, let's see. Next question is, what is your favorite game on Minecraft? UHC by far. If SG's close, though. As of recent, though, probably SG. But overall, Shell. Not Shell, what? UHC. When's the next Spoon UHC? Whenever it comes around, to be honest. I have no clue. Here's a really good question, though. Do you curse a lot outside of when you're recording? Fun fact, I do not curse at all. Never. I just don't see a purpose in cursing. I feel like it's really immature almost. It's the weirdest thing because everybody I talk to almost curses. There are very few people that I talk to that don't curse. And a lot of people say like, oh, Fear, you probably curse off camera, right? I don't. I just don't see a purpose in cursing. You can ask any Shell member. I do not curse. I just feel like it's really immature and there are other ways to take out your anger on people than cursing at them. I don't know. You can even ask Drink. He knows for a fact that I know how to make people feel bad about themselves or whatever without having to curse at them if they get me mad. But I would personally say that I am as, how do I word this? I am as real to you guys as I can be on camera and off camera. A lot more real than a lot of other people. Because I know a lot of other people are always like, oh yeah, Fear's, he's so different off camera. I'd say personally, I'm as close as it can get on camera and off camera. The only difference is when I play CSGO with the guys, just a lot more screaming and hecticness. But besides that, I'm exactly like I am on camera, off camera. I would say there are very, very few things that are different. Very few. But yeah, I don't curse. So that's like the biggest thing. That's usually the biggest thing with a lot of people. They curse off camera and don't on camera. But yeah, don't curse on camera or off camera. Next is, how old are you? I'm 17. What computer do you have and where'd you get it from? New egg, drink, help me build it and get the pieces and stuff. How do I join Shell? Again, only close friends. Can you do a setup tour? No, because my setup's pathetic. I have a TV as one monitor and a monitor as another monitor. And it's honestly nothing to be proud of. My desk got all banged up from when I moved in late June, early July. And that's about it with my desk. And that's it. Then I have a keyboard with keys missing and an old mouse. So, I mean, not an old mouse, but overused as in, like, every day for, like, 10 hours. Like, it's wrecked. So, I mean, nothing to be proud of. Maybe if I get better equipment, I might. But as of now, not really looking to do it. What else? What is your first video game and console? First console had to be the Dreamcast. You guys probably never heard of that, to be honest. Just Google it. I don't know. Many of you guys probably have, actually. But my first game for it was Sonic Adventure. All I remember is that you were in, like, reverse F5 mode, running away from, like, some beluga whale, killer shark whale thingy. And you just had to run across a boardwalk while it was destroying it. That's the one thing I remember, and I'm pretty sure that was my first game. Let's see, any more questions here? Will Skate ever return to the show? No, apparently Skate was never as sick as she said she was, which, I don't know. And she just kind of just left the internet, and she's not coming back from what I know. Like, we've asked her, we've got a hold of her sometimes, where she was on Skype, and she responded, and we're like, hey, you coming back? And she just avoids it. So, I mean, I don't think she's coming back, and whatever. If you were Bill Gates for a day, what would you change about Microsoft? I would remove Minecraft from the face of the earth. Just kidding. I don't know, actually. That's a really good question. Bill Gates for a day, I'd send myself some money, because if I'm Bill Gates, then I'm still some, but I'm done. Okay, what do you plan to do after YouTube? I don't know. Again, I don't plan on quitting YouTube, so I don't know how long that will last. How'd you meet most of the Shell members? Spoon, UHC. When did your channel grow? July of 2014, it grew a lot, and the second biggest growth spurt I had was 2013 of November. What else is there? Is anybody allowed to join the Spoon? No, Spoon's invite only. Basically, me and Slaps go scouting for YouTubers we feel like would fit in, and that's how we add them. And the last question's by Badger Pig, saying, are badgers cool? Yes, badgers are cool. And Badger also asked, do you love me today? Badger, today I don't love you. You made Puffy mad, and if you make Puffy mad, you make me mad. Sorry, bud. But no, I do not love you today, Badger. But anyway, this is it for the Q&A episode 50. If you guys did enjoy, be sure to slap a big old like down below and comment down below what you guys thought of it. Your comments on some of the responses I gave. But anyway, comment your thoughts down below. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.